What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Ridebold YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute. My bad. I've been chilling. It's the off season. Nah, I haven't been chilling, but you know what I mean. And if you're new, this is where we ride fast, we ride smart, but we ride bold. This is the kitchen. This is Montrose Long, 8 o'clock. 2 weeks ago, I got dropped from the main group about right here. Went back to the film, looked it up, looked at it, me and the coach, went inside the gym, did some workouts, and I wanted to come back here and redeem myself. So I sat top 20 and just sat in the saddle and spin. That was my focus. That's where I went wrong last time. Go check out the Instagram from the last post. You'll see the RPMs different. Don't get me wrong, the kitchen is still tough, especially when we do 2 miles of 2% at 450 watts for 2 miles, then come straight into the kitchen. That's tough. That's tough. But I did good. I'm falling back right now only because I need to recover. That's why I sat top 20. If you know you're not a good climber, you want to get to start the climb with the front, as if you could, because eventually you're going to fall back. But you want to fall back to where the rest of the group, where you can slip right back in, get right back into the draft, especially when you get to the top. Don't start off getting into the hill and you off the back. Good, then when you get to the top, you just off the back, you're done, you're dropped. But yeah, that's the kitchen. I redeemed myself this time. Now it's time to get this heart rate down. Luckily, we got saved by the light, man. Normally, if the Williams and whoever else want to come out here and lay the hammer down, that light right there is green, you better learn how to recover quick. But number one rule though, when you stop at a light on Montrose, move up to the front. If you know you belong in the front. Like my boy Triller right there with the red helmet say, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Shout out to Triller, man. But there's truth though. If you can't take the heat and you're in the front, all you're gonna do is open up gaps. People on this ride don't like when you open up gaps. So right now, man, cats they chilling. They not laying the hammer down like they normally would. Cause this right here is just a false flat. Don't let it fool you. Do not let this little part right here fool you, cause it's very tricky. Especially when the momentum is still carrying on. It's tricky. But I don't want to scare nobody coming out to Montrose, man. Especially Montrose and Montrose Long. I do believe you need to work your way up though. So we do got a Montrose short. I definitely would recommend you conquer the short before you come to the long. Cause when you come to the long, there ain't no play here. You better have the map on your computer. Cause when you get dropped, you better catch your Uber back. Like, that goes for anybody. So this is where all the hitters, they come out, Montrose Long. And if it's not Montrose Long, in Southern California, we also got what is called the Now Ride, going down PCH. That's also a hammer fest. Don't get it twisted. So we about to come over here, man, hit this left turn, quick little 5%er, levels off to like a 1%. But they And at this point here, they picking up the speed. They leveling it off. So you just gotta get ready to strap, but at least put the seatbelt on. You don't gotta strap it up just yet. Put the seatbelt on though. So for me, last time, 2 weeks ago, I don't know what it was, but I couldn't recover. Like, even after that kitchen, or even coming here, I was still trying to recover. But all of that is just what I found out, especially with the coach. Make sure you get a coach for the off season. It's me working out my core, learning how to breathe. Especially learning how to breathe through high intensity workouts or high intensity rides. So right now, I know I let a gap open. Don't worry. Let other people fill it in. I let the gap open at the right position. Look, we're on a negative 4%. If you can't coast down this hill, I don't know what to tell you. But I just know as soon as it hit this right turn, you better at least have your seatbelt on. You don't gotta be strapped, but at least gotta be on. Put myself in a good position, close to the front, not in the back at all. Don't want to be nowhere near the back. And I don't want to be in the middle. Only for the fact that anything can happen in the middle. Anything can happen anywhere. Don't get it twisted when you're on your bike. Make sure your head is on the swivel. So again, for me, one of the things that I learned from 2 weeks ago is I wasn't spinning enough. Like, my RPMs are not high. So what happens is when your RPMs are low, you're using your quads a lot. And you need to learn the balance between using your hamstring and using your quads. I had to go out wide. We normally don't have people crossing right there, but instead of just trying to come to an emergency stop and somebody hit me from behind, I just went to the right side. But as you see, move myself up to the front. Corey Williams is up in the front. Teammate for to go over there and go with him, because we got this next little 3% that's about a mile long, and that's where they lay their hammer down. And if your seatbelt ain't strapped tight, you will get spit off the back, and your Montrose Long day will be gone. So I think this area right here, there's got this little descent, and I'm just trying to maintain the heart, just keep it low, trying to get it low as possible. You see I'm keeping my RPMs up high, spinning. Man, and on this day, it was actually cold. Like, I didn't probably warm up until we got to the kitchen. Like, my hands and stuff was still cold. It was a cold day. Our cold season about to come in, man. Cold finna be cold. Out here in California, cold is like 50 degrees. Like, and I know that's like hot to the people on the East Coast, but hey, to us, boy, oh boy, we be having 10 layers on. So I'm keeping my head on the swivel, making sure who's on, looking, seeing who's on the side of me, just in case something happens, because I see this van not really pulling off like how it's supposed to be. But, the whole Peloton, we just, we kind of chilling because we see the van there. But as we come into this right turn, this is where the hammer gets dropped. And I just want to make sure I'm in the right position. Definitely not too far in the front. Because trust and believe, you're going to see what the watts I'm putting down. And I know Corey and them are putting down some watts. But maintaining it a lot. They already hit the corner, so here we about to go, man. If you're not strapped in at this moment right here on the hammer, you're gonna get spit off the back real quick. This is an easy 3% for a whole mile straight. And cats is laying the hammer down. So I try to find a wheel and tuck in. And I'm trying to drop the watts down and just spin. So around this time, around this area, last 2 weeks ago, this is where I got popped. And I was done for the day. So right now, I'm in a bad position. I just noticed it, and I can't blame the guy in front of me because I'm on the wrong side. Normally, if you get tired, you pull off to the right. So I noticed he let this gap open, and I was about to go around him, but I seen the truck in front of me. This stopped my whole momentum. Like in this area right here, we're probably another 20 seconds 15-20 seconds from the top, and then we make a left. I was mad at myself 2 weeks ago because even when you're tired, you gotta put in that extra 20 seconds. Do you got another 20 seconds in you? And right now my mind was playing tricks on me like, yo bro, you done. But I remembered, I was like, man, I didn't give that extra 10-20 seconds last 2 weeks ago. I need to do that. I didn't care how many people was going to be behind me. Like, look, I'm tired. 183 heart rate. Like, I'm done. At this point right now, I don't know if anybody else is behind me. I just know I got to the top, but I want to stay with the group. But I see that it's slipping. But I'm like, I gotta get the heart rate down if I'm gonna be able to put in any type of effort. I'm looking at the group, seeing, throwing my fishing line out there and, letting it go out. And then I'll be able to reel it back in, hopefully. But this is where the mindsets play tricks on you. And I had to really tap into my workout sessions in the gym. The last little 30 seconds, last little 1 minute. So now I'm looking and I'm like, they getting a little too far. I just need to get to them and catch them before we get to the descent. So now I'm just like, head down, looking back, just to see if anybody behind me. Ain't nobody behind me. They're about a good 7 seconds in front of me. Oh, yes, I do run a stop sign, but I look at the Mustang and he looks at me because I sure could not stop. If I stopped at that stop sign, I'm done for the day. So I know the camera don't do justice, but they're about a good 7 seconds in front of me. So I'm like, we gotta dig, we gotta catch them. Get back to the group. You can do it. I'm motivating myself. I know you're tired. Look back again just to see if anybody catching me. Heart rate is at 181. But you can do it. Just, man, finding Nemo. Keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Headwind is like stupid. Like I have no draft. So I'm like, I'm tired. But they right there. They're about 5 seconds. So I'm like, keep going, keep digging, dig. Because a lot of times we can see them, we're right there, and we might just give up. We just don't know that the Peloton could just take off again. So I seen 2 wheels and I was like, cool, caught one person, keep digging. They right there. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So I know we about to hit this descent. Look at my shadow, man. Hands on the handlebars. I'm tired. But I'm like, I can't give up. Because they going to pull away on this descent. But luckily, do y'all know, I'm a good descender. So I'm like, we just got to dig. Give it a little good push. Get low. Get arrow. Let the gravity do the rest. Because in the cycling world, man, I'm just under 200 pounds, but that's still heavy. So I'm going to use my weight to my advantage. So I catch the group. Solo, catch the group. But I didn't want to stay in the back. So a lot of us would have just slowed down. We caught the group and stayed in the back. Nah. I'm trying to recover. That's what I'm trying to do. Like fully recover. Only because we got one more big hill. Another 6-7% of that just straight up. Like if you look right now far out, you can see that hill. And that hill goes straight up. So it's right after this, I think it's a stop sign or a light. Look at that hill. That thing look nasty. But, man, I look down. I'm in the wrong gear. I shifted too early. Normally I don't do this. But man, like my mind must have been jacked up. Like playing tricks on myself. Being the small gear ring, big gear ring. Small gear ring, big gear ring. So, get to this hill. I'm in the wrong gear. I'm in the heavy gear ring. Pushing 600 something watts. When you're already tired, 6-7%, this is not the gear that you want to be in. Look at my RPMs. I was doing 95 last time. And I could just see the Peloton just slipping away. And at this point, I'm frustrated. I was in the wrong gear ring. And sometimes you just gotta not stay in the gear ring, but as you adjust, it slows you down. Because if you try to adjust it too quick, you can break your chain, and hey, you gotta catch an Uber home. So right now, I'm pissed. I'm mad at myself. I'm frustrated. But, man, this is something in me that's just a fighter. Like the stuff that I've been training on for the last 2 months, man, I don't like to give up. So I'm just like, look, this is training season, so I gotta work on the things that's gonna make me better and stronger. So if this is a solo ride all the way back to the finish, hey, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna act like I'm still in the Peloton. So pick myself up, pick my head up, and I keep pushing. I see this rider up, so I'm just hoping some riders just hop on the wheel while I have the energy that I have. And because the Peloton at this point right now is about a good 20 seconds in front of me. Like that's a lot, but it's not a lot. We got a descent and then we got a roller. So I'm just hoping I can at least take one rider with me. So he looks, he hops on the wheel, and I'm like, I know he popped, so I'm going to take the lead on this, let him recover for a minute. If you come around this corner around there, man, I took it high fast, but you got to know how to maneuver through that. If not, you're going straight into the curve. So I looked down just to make sure he was on the wheel. He was behind me, and I just decided that I was gonna pull him all the way up till we get to the top of the roller, because then after the top of the roller there's a descent. Again, we're about 20 seconds back, man. We could still catch them. I'm just gotta, stay motivated and just keep pushing, keep digging. So there's a small little roller here, and then this hill that you see coming up. Just trying to get to the top of that. If I could get to the top of that with him on my wheel, I'll let him come in front, give me 10 seconds to breathe. That's all I need. So when we get to the top, man, I'm just hoping that, he puts in a good amount of power. And I get it. Everybody, just looking at his body language, his pedal stroke, like he's tired. But I know everybody's different. Everybody's on different levels. Cool. I was once there as well. But I could just tell that, is he trying, like the question mark, is he trying to get back to the Peloton or not? Because if not, I need to make a decision. So I could see the group at the bottom of the hill, and I'm like, bro, hop on. I'll take the lead. I'll pull, just recover. Because when we get down to the bottom of this hill, it's flat. And I'm going to need my man on the flats. So, I'll take another long pull. And I know we better come up on this red light and stuff. I'm looking. This is dangerous. Don't do this. But I couldn't stop. So I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking multiple times, back and forth. But I couldn't stop. So I, tell my man, hey, we can catch them. So I continue to take the pull because I want him to get recovered. I'm trying to give him the recovery that he needs. But again, I don't know. Man. But I just know I can see them, man. Like, I look and they're right there. Like, look, man, like, they right there. That's good 20 seconds. All I need him to do is come over here and take a 10-second hard pull. 10-second hard pull. So I get in this draft. And I'm like, my watts drop to 120. The speed drops. And I'm like, I'm not going to catch him like this, not at this speed. So at this point, I just made the decision just to go around and, I had to do what I had to do. And if I got to do this by myself, I got to do it. So I picked myself back up, 450 watts. And at that point, my man got dropped. And I knew that was it. I wasn't going to be able to catch him. I really did need him to keep it above, 29 miles an hour to catch them. But that's the end of my effort. It's not the end of my effort, but my end of my effort of trying to catch them. If you like what you see, man, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to try to put out some more stuff. Follow me on Instagram. And make sure y'all ride fast, ride smart, but y'all ride bold. Catch y'all in the next episode, y'all. Thanks.